through the door, but you know the door ain't all the way open just yet to see everything that's going on.
Verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you.
Yep.
And
like back then, some of the men of the Lord, they got killed. John, he got beheaded. Stephen.
Yep.
Paul got stoned. I mean, that Stephen got stoned?
Paul got
stoned. Was it Stephen got stoned?
Stephen got stoned to death.
Okay, stoned.
Paul, he still got stoned.
And it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. You know, some, the prophets that's back now, you might get caught up in the concentration camp. Look, take this chip or you're going to die. You know, do what you want to do, man. How about Shimmy out shot? They take you out. The Lord, he could give you spiritual power right at that moment. You never know, but if you got to go, you got to go. Just if you got to go, make sure you go for the Lord.
That's probably being on that red list. They consider you a threat to the government.
Coming to get you at 4 in the morning. I'll be up at 4 in the morning. I'll be ready.
Be up sharpening the sword at 4 o'clock. Matthew 24:9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all.
It said afflicted. It should read that again.
Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you.
Be afflicted and then shall kill you, because you might be tortured. They might torture you before they kill you. Like what was that movie with Samuel L. Jackson?
Unthinkable.
Yeah, Unthinkable. And that's how you gotta be. You gotta think the unthinkable. You never know what they got in the concentration camp. But just know you gotta ride for the Lord. Keep your faith in the Lord. Even when you think you at your last moment where you about to, fuck that, man. You gotta ride through it, man. Excuse my French. Yeah, because in that movie Unthinkable, they did dang near everything to that man. Because they see him as a terrorist, and they see us as terrorists, and they hate us. They hate us with all hatred anyway. So-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, so-called white man haters. So, you know, once they go to torture you, it ain't gonna be nothing.
We plagiarize it.
Yep. That's his so-called, that's his job. Matter of fact, you got something?
Yeah.
Wait, grab Psalms. I think it's 9 and 17 or 9 and 13, I believe. I'd be like, 17 and 13.
Psalm 17, you said 13?
Yeah.
Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked.
Yep, deliver your the soul from the wicked, the so-called white man.
Which is thy sword.
So the Lord, the so-called white man is the sword of the Lord. Like when the Lord want to take people out, you know what I'm saying, through a bomb or whatever, of course he uses the so-called white man or whatever. Everybody works for the Lord, but that Esau had got that blessing. He got that blessing of the sword. That's why he got all this different kind of technology. Got fucking super. What's that? That ray make you feel like your body on fire and all of that.
Yep, like a microwave.
They got all these different kind of ways to kill people. And they was talking about implementing some of those in the prisons. They have like a prison riot and they just start beaming everybody.
That microwave, and you're saying you gonna stop what you're doing instantly.
Yeah.
Cause it's like it's cooking you from the inside out.
And on top of that, they don't put stuff in movies for nothing. Like you watch The Longest Yard, when they started all having that prison riot and everything, they threw this little grenade thing up in the air, and all these rubber balls just started bouncing all over. So if they got it in movies, best believe they can use it. They got it. They're gonna use it. That's it. Oh, you did have something else.
Yeah.
Go ahead, get that.
Revelations chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
Yeah, fear none of the things which thou shalt suffer. Whether you get tortured, you got a gun in your head, 3 days you ain't had no food, somebody trying to get your food, you gotta fight for your life. Go ahead.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Yeah, them prisons is in concentration camps. Go ahead.
If the devil's not a person, how would a being, a spiritual entity, or the dude with the pitchfork come up here and throw your ass in jail? Don't make sense. That ye may be tried.
Yeah, that ye may be tried. Your trial, man, your trial testing your faith, your temptation. Because the Lord gotta try you out. Just like when you go to a football camp, they have tryouts. They trying to see who they gonna pick, who gonna really ride for the team. The Lord doing the same thing. Of course, ultimately he knows what's gonna happen. But when you feel damn much better because you don't know. I can sit here and say, man, that day come, I don't give a fuck. I can ride, and I don't know. But I feel like I'm gonna ride. So 9 out of 10, that's what I'm gonna do. But if the Lord had me taken out, I gotta get taken out.
And that ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
Yep, you should have tribulation 10 days, not literally 10 days, just a time period. Go ahead.
Be thou faithful unto death.
Be thou faithful unto death. They cut your fingers off, they cut your hand off. Be faithful unto death. They shoot your kids in front of you. Be faithful unto death. They did that in that movie. They killed his kids.
They was gonna kill his kids.
Oh, no, they killed the wife.
Yeah, they killed his wife right in front of him.
Just remember, the grass is green on the other side.
Be faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Faithful unto death, and he'll give you a crown of life, man. So you ride for the Lord, you get rewarded.
Matthew 24 and verse 10, verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you.
Yep.
And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Yep, and you should be hated of all nations for the Lord's name's sake. It's like you got white people, or so-called white people, you got Chinese people, Japanese people, all different kinds, even our people. You know, when we out here doing the work, they talk their shit, they wave their hand, they throw stuff, they do whatever they do. But we doing this for the Lord's sake. We hate it for the Lord's sake. But like you said in 1 John, know that the world hated me before they hated you. So if they hated the master, why wouldn't they hate the students?
Verse 10. And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another.
Yeah, you got that like crazy. People talk about family. Ain't no family nowadays, man. Family ain't really how it's supposed to be, I would say. But then again, you can't really trust nobody though. Because of the way that people are, them curses that we under. But y'all try to say that this is life. You ain't gonna be living until you in the kingdom, man. That's when life is really gonna start. wake up, you wanna feed your kids, you ain't got no worries. Oh, ain't no food stamps, I ain't got no food stamps, I ain't got no cash. It ain't gonna be none of that. Hey, go grab that deer right there. Chop, chop, chop. Cook it up.
Processed food, GMO.
We're gonna be
eating some real food. Grapes the size of apples.
No, they said in the Torah, it said it took 2 or 3 men to gather the grapes, to pull the grapes.
Oh dang.
Yeah. Hold on, let's see if I can find that.
You said the Torah?
It said it in no. I believe it was either Exodus or Numbers. I found it the other day.
Matthews,
That's one hell of a grape.
Matthews 24:11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many.
Yeah, many false prophets shall rise and deceive many. You got false prophets among the congregation of Israel, who's calling themselves Israelites, and then you got false prophets that's out here teaching in these bullshit churches. And they the main ones. Like I was talking with one of the brothers, well, he was telling me something. Somebody wanted to take him to see Mike Epps, but they weren't gonna be able to make Mike Epps. So then she like, well, Creflo Dollar coming, you wanna go see Creflo? What are you talking about? He's like, hell no, I don't want to see no Creflo. You don't like Creflo? No. People give them people ultimate reverence, man. Because they got a Bible in their hand and a nice suit on. They definitely sent by the Lord. That's how people think. You thinking carnal though. Just because he looks good, his message sound good, he got to be good. But here you got pastors, those big up pastors. Who's that dude with the kids? Eddie Long?
Yeah.
Eddie Long paying off kids. If you ain't did nothing, what you paying off the kids for? My job called me and say, look, $5 is missing out of the safe. I'm not gonna replace it if I know damn well I ain't take it. You just gonna look guilty.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, okay.
This is Numbers 13 and 23. And they came into the brook of Eshol and cut down from thence a branch with one cluster of grapes. And they bare between 2 upon a staff, and they brought of the pomegranates and of the figs. So it was 2 dudes, and they had to carry it like this on staffs because the grapes were so big and they was heavy.
Now what we got grapes the size of quarters.
Dime.
Yeah, like the size of dimes.
Saying you can carry
Seedless.
what, 200-300, you know what I'm saying, bushels or bunches, clusters in a bushel. You know what I'm saying? It took for one cluster, it took 2 men. That's unimaginable in these days.
Yeah, that's like, nah, it couldn't have been. You tell somebody, yeah, we gonna have real fruit. We got real fruit now. Look at this apple. All right, dude. See you later.
That's literally like grapes like watermelons. One grape like a watermelon.
Matthews 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah, because people are so wicked throughout this earth, the love of many wax cold. People are so wicked towards one another, they don't want to trust one another. So therefore, they don't want to really deal with one another.
Just like in Matthew 10, it says, your foes should be of your own household.
Yeah, the Lord said he came to set a man at variance. The son against the father, the mother against the daughter. That's why you got so much tension between the two nowadays. Cause they ain't on the same accord, man. I'm sure, brothers, if they were staying with their moms, once they came into this truth, it really wasn't happening. Your mom like, you gotta get the hell out of here. I know mine told me that.
Verse.
Second Ezra 15 and 16. I started at 15.